and practitioner Buddha teach us about the main concept of Buddhism and how to get awakened to to help us uh, to help our practice. A practitioner need to maintain is the strong belief in your own, and second thing is to get maintaining the doubt. Maintaining the doubt is actually practice wisdom. So the two things, believe in yourself and have the doubt is come from practice. With the only these two things you can get awakened. But we usually follow our self ignorance and our karma. We like to have a discrimination. We like to learn all of this because you don't believe in your own self. So with all the teaching, all the learning, is that to show you that you are complete. You don't need to learn or get something new. So, for example, Anna, Anna Anna is the assistant of the Buddha. He's always learn. He learns things, but he doesn't practice. But that the Buddha say, if you learn 1,000 years, you still not equal to one who practice in one day. Only with the practice you can open your wisdom. But everyone always want to learn, always want to remember, always want to memorize things. Um, there's a story of a assistant of the master who always want to learn things but never get awakened, and he think that is good enough. He he kind of understand Buddhism, but he never get awakened. So a friend told him, "Hey, you don't understand what is Buddhism about." So he he said, "Let me let me show you how I understand Buddhism." He turned up and he just sit down and then passed away by himself. And his friend come by and say, you don't even understand what is Buddhism." He he, ne- he never he never could answer a question from the master. Even he had ability to good ability to pass away by himself, to live and die, but it's not it's not the Buddhism. It's not awakened. There are many stories about meditation that you can read so that you can know what is the right way or wrong way. As a practitioner, you need to be very careful and be very clear the pathways to get awakened. The destiny is awakening, not to get the ability, a good ability to do things. It's not like you get all the benefit from meditation, but the only destination is to get awakened. That's the most important thing is the practice. So you need to always practicing. Don't follow your self ignorance. Don't follow your discrimination or follow your own instinct. All of these things are the mistakes of the practitioners. So right now, if you have anything to share or if you have any questions, please share and ask. Dear master, friends, uh, so there's the four practice that the Buddha teach is a giving way, for giving away, and how do we apply the practice the Buddha teach. So there's four teachings. It's a giving away nice words, helping in practice. There's a story about the Buddha and who's in a forest wherever the Buddha goes. Every everyone come to give him give him things. The animals in the forest come to help him, come to visit him, and want to be near him. So when the Buddha in the forest, everyone want him to come by and teach them. And when he go out of the forest, the animals follow him. So so he had to like kick the animals away before he get out of the forest. That's the one way of helping people. Or parents, sometimes they hit, or sometimes they use words to teach children. They use some hard words, but those are because they love the children. But those are the example of the Buddha want us to get better and practice. So for all the teaching, it's just about keep practicing and maintaining the Tao. And you maintaining Tao is that you practice every other teaching. With with practice and maintaining Tao, you have practiced all of every teaching that the Buddha teach. So even though you try to practice the Buddha teaching with the maintaining Tao, it could be wrong because sometimes when you practice the four embracing virtual, it can be wrong if you don't have your own Tao meditation. So the the one good way to help people is to keep your practicing, and then people will follow you. So with this, everyone will go to the end of the awakening. So all of the teaching is just the example for you to practice. Sometimes uh, nice words can be screaming, can be yelling. So um, so right now, even you you just barely practicing. You know the practice of maintaining Tao. All you need to do right now is just keep practicing. That's how you apply the Buddha teaching to real life. But if you keep, but you got, but once you get the Tao, maintaining Tao, then you will feel it because it's on the way to awaken. Once you have Tao maintaining. So practicing is for you to get away from discrimination, get away from self ignorance. You will slowly improve when you practice. It will take a few months or even few years to notice the difference when you practice. Once you see the difference, then you get more stronger belief in your own self. So you need to really put yourself on the line to practice. Just don't don't try to understand. Don't try to learn a new thing because that's not the practice. The practice it just keep maintaining the doubt. The practice have to be in the correct way. Is that two things? Is to believe in your own side and have the doubt. But to have a doubt, you have to keep asking the questions. With the question, it gives you to have the doubt. But with the question, it helps you to practice better. A question is like a walking stick that help you to walk. And once you're good enough, you can throw the stick away and you can run. But at the moment, you need to use the question, which is a stick, to walk. So that's why this method is about asking the question. Asking the question is where to know where is it all beginning right from come from. If you really could practice like then you practice all of the teaching of the Buddha. You don't need to tell how to do this, do it that. For example, you cannot you don't have to be hear a nice words to be to be a good one. You can use bad word, but it's also give them a good effect. So people use nice words. It's just to improve their self-knowledge. Use nice words, but it doesn't have the attention to help people. That's that's also not good. Even if you use bad words, but your intention is to help people, then it will work out. But those also are examples. Uh, thank you, Master. I understand it now. There's a one person say you need to develop the right method, and then also the bad method. At the same time, you will develop everything. So all of the um saying, I just the example. If there's a right and wrong, then it's the objective thing. In order to get out of the objective and go to the subjective world, to the absolute world, you need to practice. So if you have right and wrong method, right way and wrong way, then you're still in the objective. You, and then you say if you think you are going the right way without practicing, and that can be a wrong way too. All the right or wrong way here is it's just based on dependent. So so when you say when the saying say give up your right way and it also give up your wrong way. So there's no right or wrong way because all of this are just an example. You don't need to worry about is it right or wrong because you just need to practice. So that when the Buddha point at the moon, you just don't look at the finger, just look at the moon. You have to think about the moon, not the finger. All of this one example just for you to help you to recognize yourself and practice. So the right way and the wrong way are also dualism. So you have to give up both. All you need to do right now is just practice, and that's the right way to do. The only way for you to do right now is just practice and asking the question. If anyone have other question, you can ask now. Yeah, Master and everyone. Can you please answer me? Someone, someone share this to me. All of the knowledge, all of the knowledge is not important. All you need to do is just to practice and keep maintaining the doubt. The most important thing is maintaining the doubt, and you need to try hard. So can you please explain, is that the right way to practice? So when I hear the sharing, I can I can see the small way, small mistakes, and you share, and you have your self-ignorance when you practice, and then you have to assume that you have to try hard to practice. It could be wrong because based on your your knowledge. You know, there's no assumption. There's no there's no one way to do. So at the beginning, you have to work hard, but have to use your brain to practice. But once you practice, you don't use the knowledge anymore. It might be hard to understand or maybe misunderstanding this part, but you need to know that Practicing is just practice. You don't need to have any other assumption when you practice. You don't have any method. You just all you need to do is a pure practice, pure doubt, no, and if you keep thinking, hmm, right now we just keep thinking and think how we practice and assume what we should practice, and then we have all the discrimination all the time. How can we stop the discrimination?